So you let it grow out for real. You went there.
It's time to take a break, fam. Time to take a break. It's like, yo, your beard. I was on base today. They was like, yo, your beard growing in kind of fast. I was like, yeah, man. Time waits for nobody.
Yeah.
First time in decades, I could just, become this different person.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So,
Yeah.
so what's good?
Much, man. Just recently got home from the JOB, the Navy Yard. So
He's trying to kill you there, man. Tell him take it easy. Get the man a
Yeah.
little time off. 3-day work week. That's what I vote for. 4 days
Yeah.
off, 3 days off. I'll even do a 10-hour work day for you, maybe 12 days off.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I
You know
agree
what I'm
with you on
saying?
that.
Get this check right, man. I was just watching a poll election. I was like, man, I don't need anything depressing, man. This stuff, my man losing by like 100 electoral points, like a landslide. I said, this ain't making no sense, man. I saw somebody say, yo, if the devil, if Satan had an R next to his name, they gonna vote for him too. And if Jesus had the D on there, they're like, nah, and Jesus, we ain't down with Jesus no more. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even really matter. That's what it all comes down to. It just, it's all about power, man. If I can keep my position and what I like, man, I don't care about nothing else, man. Where you want me to sign for my soul? I'll sign it right now. I'll sell everything. So I was just like, man, this can't be. But I'm praying that, and in a couple of spots don't even really matter. New York, California, we don't care. We already know what y'all gonna do. It's the in-between spots, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia, like nail biter, Arizona. And they ain't going out of Arizona's like 200 degrees right now in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I don't know who's living out there. They only come out at night. They're like vampires. You come out during the day, you just explode into a cloud of smoke. Yeah, bro. So however you want to get it started, bro, let's get it in, because I got the house and it's full of people, and them cats gonna be coming out of school soon, so I'm gonna get bum rushed. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we can go ahead and jump in this. I'm here with a special guest of mine. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, well, shoot, man. I'm recently retired, and Master Chief Lloyd Roberts. I just gave the NAV over 3 decades. Been stationed all over. I got a long history of doing a lot of different things and going a lot of different places. I'm glad to now start on the finish line, to start on the starting line of this new chapter. So I'm here, to just talk a little bit about my experience.
Okay. All right. So let's start from the beginning. Where are you originally from, and tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
Okay. I grew up in New York City, mixed between Brooklyn and the Bronx, between my mom and dad. I would say I went to school time in the Bronx, and then I spent a lot of holidays in Brooklyn, and then maybe a couple summer schools, because I was slipping in school. So they're like, hey, you could take that credit up in summer school. Summer school always seems like it was easier than regular, school 9 to 5. But my family migrated or immigrated to America from the Caribbean. I have a weird story how, like, my grandfather, he worked at a Navy secret sub base in Trinidad and Tobago. When I tell people the Navy had a submarine base, secret squirrel style, during the Cold War over there, they was like, what? I didn't even know they had that. Yeah, and that's really how he got his green card and got his kids and himself up to New York. And I didn't know that until like many years later. And then I tell people, like, my journey in the Navy started with my brother. My older brother had joined the Navy, and his story is a little weird. It's not one of the things he wanted to do. He was in the streets, not doing the best things that he could do. And I remember contemplating with some people, officials, hey, you either going to join the Navy or you're going to be doing this. And my brother was sitting there scratching his head, I don't know. And I was like, man, you better get on and do this. That's, you could either, there's no choice here. But he joined the Navy, and I loved him, and I still do dearly. And I missed him, and I thought about it, being in New York, you working, you're living at home, and there's not a lot of opportunities knocking on the door. Not a lot of people come in there and say, hey, man, I got $1 million scholarship, or I got the CEO job I've been dying for you to do. As I was working down in Manhattan in a department store called Love Stores that doesn't exist anymore on Broadway, I was going to community college. The recruiter called, who never took no for an answer. Super aggressive guy, last name Barrios, Hispanic man, and luckily for him, he never took no for an answer. He was like, "Hey man, you want to come to the office?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Hey, I don't have a ride." He's like, "I'll come pick you up." He's like, "Hey, go check it out, man. Just check it out." I'm like, "I'm gonna check it out." And I'm checking it out. Fast forward, I ended up joining. And one of the things I remember them telling me before they gave me orders to the USS Nimitz, the aircraft carrier, was, "Hey, do you want to do brother duty?" And I was like, "What is that?" It's like, "Well, you see, you have a brother in the Navy. You can be stationed with him." I said, "Last time I saw him, he was in heard from him, he was in Virginia." It was like, I don't really want to go to. No, he's in Pearl Harbor. You want to go to Hawaii? I was like, "Absolutely, I want to go to Hawaii. Let's make it happen, right?" And this is before the internet. Unfortunately, this is before social media. So I ended up, getting orders